Hey, Gary the Arena Guy here with Nastia Liukin, one of my all-time favorite gymnasts. It's such an honor to meet with you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, very excited to talk to you. So we're here at the Buckeye Gymnastics Gym in Westerville, and you visit a lot of gyms, don't you, and meet with kids?
Yeah, I do. Gymnastics for me has just been something that's been my passion ever since I can remember. And being able to watch these young girls, it kind of brings me back to those days. And no matter what gym I walk into, it always just feels like home because it's where I grew up. It's where I spent so many days, hours, months of my life. So yeah, it's fun to be here.
And I imagine this right here is kind of home to you also.
Yeah, absolutely. Balance beam was one of my favorite events. So haven't been up on it in a while, but it's definitely again it feels like home. It's kind of my comfort zone, and between doing TV stuff or walking a red carpet or whatever it is, anytime I come back here, this is my comfort zone. This
Yeah.
is home for me.
So I've often wondered here, there are a lot of kids at this gym, of course, and they're learning how to, balance on the beams and do all the great gymnastics that you learned. What was it like the first time? And how old were you the first time you got on this beam?
Gosh, I don't even remember. Well, both my parents were gymnasts, so that's kind of how I got started in gymnastics. And being the only child, they kind of didn't want me to do gymnastics because they knew how hard it was and they just wanted me to be happy. But my happiness came from gymnastics. And so they just saw, how I fell in love with the sport, and they kind of just like pushed me to the side, but then they realized that I started trying to copy and mimic what the older kids were doing, and I was kind of doing it a little bit better than them, and they were like, okay, I guess we have a gymnast on our hands. So I don't remember the exact age I was. I started competing when I was 6, but yeah.
So I'm just curious, though, do you remember the first time you got on the beam and how you did? I mean, were you successful from the start? Did you fall? Was it obviously a learning process? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a learning process. Throughout my entire career, I had falls. And, I think that's what's so important for these young girls to understand is, even though we're Olympians or Olympic gold medalists, whatever our accomplishments are, we all have mistakes. And so it's whether you're learning a new skill for the first time or even skills that you've done for a very long time, nobody's a robot. And
Right.
so, especially when you're on a 4-inch wide balance beam, I mean, it's pretty easy to make mistakes.